Okay, ladies, I'm back again today. I have one more video after this, but I have some time today, so I'm filming quite a bit. I'm going to do another tag. I saw this tag on my wonderful dear friend Loraine CD's channel. I've talked about her on here before. She's amazing. So I will link her video down below. This is the 10 things you may not know about me tag, and I just thought it was really interesting. And it's nice to get to know you wonderful ladies on a more personal level and just kind of talk about deeper things instead of just nail polish, even though we love nail polish. So let's get started. So I have them written down here. I had to think about 10 things that you might not know, which was kind of hard. So the first one you probably know, because I've said it in videos before. The first thing you may not know about me is that I am 4'11". I'm not even 5 feet tall. I blame my dad's mom because she is short and she is not that thin. She's a wonderful lady, but I get my build from her. My great-grandparents are like full-blood German, so I have the German build or whatever. It's horrible. And my sister takes after my mother, so she is very slender, and I just hate her guts. Not really. But I'm 4'11", so I'm very, very, very short. So it's sometimes awkward, but I guess being a girl, it's not that bad. Being the short one, I understand that as a guy, it's more difficult to be short. But fortunately, my boyfriend is not all that tall. He would argue, but he's not that tall. So it works out well. So I'm 4'11". That's the first thing. So I'm very, very short. Okay. All right, second thing that you probably also know about me is I've been teaching for 4 years. I love to teach. I love children. They are everything to me. They're the only thing that keeps me going when I'm having a bad day. I absolutely adore them. I love going to work every day. I love what I do. It is the best job in the world. It's one of the hardest jobs in the world. But I just absolutely love being around children. Love it. So I can't really imagine myself doing anything else. So I've been teaching for 4 years. I have a master's degree in elementary education, and I'm almost done with a second master's degree in counseling, and I'm also going to get a private license in counseling, and I'll get to that later on in the list. So it's an awesome job. Not only am I a teacher, I'm like a chronic student because I'm still in college, you know, and but I'm trying to get to a certain goal before a certain birthday that's coming soon, so yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's see. The third thing about me that is like my guilty pleasure is that I freaking love McDonald's. Like, I love McDonald's. It's so gross, and my sister just laughs at me all the time. She's like, you are such a weirdo. I freaking love McDonald's. I love their breakfast. I love their sausage biscuits. I love their sodas. They taste better than other places. I love their fries. I love their nuggets. I love their McDoubles. It's so totally gross, but I love McDonald's. Love it. And it's so gross, but I'm not ashamed. I'm very proud of my love for the Golden Arches. Okay, so there you go. Okay, the third thing, this is a little bit more serious thing. I don't want to depress you ladies, but this is something interesting about me that you may not know. I am a survivor of domestic violence and alcoholism. I grew up in an alcoholic household. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible, and that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to become a teacher and I want to become a counselor, because I want to help children that are going through the same things I went through, because I feel like I understand, I get it. And I had some wonderful people that helped me kind of get my head correct along the way, along life's journey or whatever. So it's really interesting. And my father was the alcoholic, and he actually has been sober for about 10 years now. So that really just cemented my faith in God, because I had asked for healing for so long, and I didn't think it would ever happen, and then it did. And so, I mean, miracles happen, because if anybody would have told you that he would not, if you would have told anybody that he would have gotten sober or changed, they would have said you were crazy. But yeah, and I have a wonderful relationship with my dad. He's the most amazing guy ever. It's just a sickness that changes you, and I don't know, it's interesting, but I know a lot about it. I read a lot of literature on like being an adult, or like the coping mechanisms that it creates in you when you grow up in a dependent household. So it's just kind of a field of interest for me, and also one of those things that sparked my interest in counseling, and one of the main reasons why I want to go into it. Actually, my dream job would be working with adolescents, because I love kids, but adolescents with addictions. That would be my dream job. So hopefully I'll get there someday, which is why I'm going to be hopefully a school counselor in a few years. So it's something that interests me. It's a passion, and you may not know that about me. Okay, number 5, I hate my nose. It's huge. Look. Again, it's that German whatever. It's a huge nose. As I've gotten older, I've kind of started to like it, I guess, because it makes my face unique. But like in certain pictures, or like if I smile a certain way, I'm like, oh, that's so ugly. So if I could change one thing about myself, I guess that would be it. But then I wouldn't look like me, so I guess I wouldn't change it. I just want to hate it for the rest of my life. So yeah, I hate it. Whatever. Okay, number 6. This is interesting. Number 6 is that I sing. My dad was in bands my whole life when I was younger. My mom loves to sing, and now they have a big karaoke setup in their garage, and we go over there on weekends in the summer when it's nice, and we all get together as a family and sing horrible, terrible, bad karaoke, and it's so much fun because, we're not taking it serious, but I actually do know how to sing, I guess, well, not like in a goofy way, but I don't sing in front of people a lot. I sing in front of my family, but I don't sing just in front of anybody. I don't know why. I just get embarrassed. So I'm kind of shy about it, which is so stupid, but I love to sing, and I love music, and it's kind of something we do as a family, but then around other people, I just get really nervous. Me and my boyfriend were together probably a year or so before he ever really heard me sing. Maybe longer than that. It may have been more like 2 years. So I don't know. It's totally stupid, but that's a crazy thing you may not know about me. Okay, 7. I have a big family. As far as immediate family, it's not that large. I have mom, dad, I have an older sister, and I have myself. So we're a family of 4, but my extended family is gigantic. My father comes from a family of 5 children that are all married, so that makes 10 aunts and uncles, well, 8 aunts and uncles if you don't count my dad. So he has 4 brothers and sisters. They're all married, so that makes 8 aunts and uncles, and they all have like 2 or 3 kids. So that's my dad's side. On my mom's side, she also comes from a family of 5, so she has 4 other siblings. They're all married, so that makes 8 aunts and uncles, and they all have 2 or 3 kids. So I have like 30 cousins, and I have almost 20 aunts and uncles. It's a lot. So I love it. And on Christmas, Thanksgiving, everybody comes to my mother's house, and so we literally have like 30, 40 people in our house eating, and it's just awesome. I love being from a big family because you're just constantly surrounded by someone that loves you and someone that cares about your well-being. And I just love being from a big family. It's the coolest experience ever. It's so neat to get to know those distant relatives. I'm very, very close with my great uncle, which normally you probably wouldn't be, but our birthday is the same day, and so we've had a special bond. So I'm really close to a great uncle, which normally wouldn't happen, but in a big family, everybody just congregates, and it's really cool. So yeah, have a ton of cousins out there. Hi, guys. Okay, let's see. Another hobby of mine, and something I've done for a long time, this is number 8, I believe. Number 8, I love kneeboarding. And I love boating and I love swimming. We live basically by a lake. The whole reason we moved here is because my dad loves to fish and he wanted to be by the water. So we moved here. He has a fishing boat, he has a ski boat, and during the summer, my sister, me, my mother, we're all on the lake. I love to kneeboard, we ski, we tube, we just park the boat and swim. So I just absolutely love to swim. I love being on the lake. I love boating. I love water sports, all of that stuff. I love it. I've been swimming since I was about 4 or 5. And when I was in high school, I took lifeguard lessons to become a certified lifeguard, that type of stuff. So it's just always been a part of my life, and I love the water. Okay, number 9. Some people have seen my boyfriend in some videos or heard me talk about him, so I thought I'd give him a little shout out, even though I'm not sure he deserves it sometimes because he's pretty bratty. But I've been in a relationship for 3 years. I met my boyfriend when I was out of college. He was still in college. He's 2 years younger than me, maybe 3. So he always calls me a cougar, which I'm not. He's the first younger guy I've ever dated. I always dated older guys, so it's kind of ironic. But we've been together for like 3 years now. We're planning to get married sometime soon. We're not really in a rush. A lot of people are like, oh, why don't you get married? Why don't you have kids? I want to get married. I want to have a kid, but I'm not in charge of my life. God's kind of in charge of when that stuff happens. So we're very content. We laugh a lot. We do stupid dances and we goof off all the time, and we're totally goofy. We are the biggest goofballs ever. We always say that if somebody had like a hidden camera in our house, they would think we were insane because we are so weird. Like, we're so weird. I'm serious. So we like do weird dances. We'll sing stupid songs. I mean, it's a nut house, but it's so much fun, and he brings a lot of joy to my life. We both crack each other up. So yeah, and his name is William. Maybe someday I'll do a boyfriend tag. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, number 10. Yeah, number 10. Number 10. I'm talking about food again. Okay, most of you know that I love Sour Patch Kids, and I kind of mentioned this in my What's in My Bag video. I am like a candy head. I eat candy all the time. I eat chocolate. I eat gummies, I eat licorice, I chew gum, I eat Starburst and Skittles, and it's my dad's fault because he still eats like bags of candy, and he's a 50-year-old man. And so it's his fault. I blame him because when we were younger, he would take us to this convenience store, and back then, a long time ago, tell me if you remember this, they had like the penny candy where they were just kind of individually wrapped small pieces of candy, and so they were like penny candy or nickel candy. And so on Fridays he'd take me and my sister up to this convenience store, and we'd each get to spend like $2 or $5 or something, and so we'd come home with this big bag of candy, and it was just awesome. And really, we didn't get cavities either, but I think it comes from when I was younger. I love candy. My biggest weakness is sour gummies. Sour Patch Kids are my favorite. I love Bright Crawlers. I love anything sour and gummy. Sour Punch straws, anything sour and gummy, I'm all about it. I will not resist. I will just say yes. I want more sour gummies. So yeah, I freaking love sour gummy candy. So McDonald's, sour gummy candy. Totally bad for you, but I love them both. So yeah. Okay. I think that's 10. If it's not 10, I'll tell you one more thing because I think I lost count. One more thing, I have like a hidden talent. I do crochet. My grandma taught me how, and I make amigurumi, which is basically like stuffed animals, and I actually have, there's a store here that I actually sell them in my hometown, so it's kind of cool. So maybe I'll insert a picture or two at the end here so you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I like to crochet. I guess that's another thing you might not know. So there you go, 10 or maybe 11 things that you might not know about me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below, send me a message. I love you guys, you're wonderful, and I will see you in the next video.